What's up guys? So this past Sunday we got two very big announcements for Capcom's 35th anniversary, and those announcements are the Capcom Fighting Collection and Street Fighter 6. And in this video I'm going to focus mostly on the Fighting Collection, but I will be covering my thoughts on the Street Fighter 6 announcement right afterwards, so check the description for the timecodes if you do want to skip around. So in the Fighting Game Collection we get a massive amount of games, and a good majority of them are even more massive for longtime fighting game fans. In this collection, we get all of the Darkstalkers games, two of which have also never been released before in the US, which is already making this collection more than worth getting in my opinion. But on top of that, we also get Red Earth, which I think is the very first time I've ever seen this outside of like an old arcade in Japan. And not just that, but we also get Cyberbots, Puzzle Fighter, Gem Fighter, and a somewhat out of place Hyper Street Fighter 2. And on top of getting all of these games, they will also have access to online with ranked and casual matchmaking, and you can also make lobbies to play with your friends, host tournaments, and whatever else your heart desires essentially. In addition to all of these fantastic online features for each and every single one of these games, every game in this collection will also have rollback netcode, which is, if you don't know what rollback netcode is, I don't really know either. It's really super complicated, and quite honestly, I'm not smart enough to act like I know the specifics like some other content creators, so for both your sake and mine, I'm not going to act like I know what I'm talking about, but just know it's literally the best feature that you can add to a fighting game, and almost every fighting game with the best online experiences around have it. For example, some games with rollback netcode are Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter V, Rivals of Aether, Brawlhalla, and a whole bunch more. And with that being said, I think it really goes without saying, but since most of this collection is focused on Darkstalkers, this is absolutely the best time to show Capcom that we are begging for Darkstalkers to return, and to get its very first new game in almost a decade. Because most fans of Capcom will tell you that Capcom loves to test the waters to see if a new game for any of their franchises is going to be worth the time and effort. And aside from finally being able to put your PS3 or Xbox 360 to rest, now that you don't need to bust it out to play Darkstalkers anymore, we also get a chance to possibly see a sequel to Red Earth, which, given how much Capcom has given Tessa the Morrigan treatment, though unfortunately for Tessa she is more of a cameo character than Morrigan is, it would be a complete blessing to see both of these characters make appearances outside of Capcom's crossover games. And given that this is the first home release for this 26-year-old game, there is literally no other opportunity that is better to show Capcom the love for this franchise than with this collection. And honestly, it may also end up being our only chance to resurrect not only this franchise, but also Darkstalkers. You see what I did there? Jokes aside, I genuinely think that this collection is detrimental, because after this, we may never have a second chance to get a Red Earth sequel. And it is also pretty important for Darkstalkers as well, because I think it'll probably be another 5 to 10 years before we see yet another Darkstalkers collection. So obviously, if you have any love for both of these franchises, I think you get what I'm trying to say. We may also get Cyberbots 2 as a constellation prize if you're interested, but who really knows? All I know is that there is just way too many good things that can come from this collection if it sells well, which I'm absolutely praying it does. Regardless, I'm just extremely excited to play most of these games for the first time when it comes out in June, but let me know what you think about the collection. And also, while you're in the comments, let me know which game you're most excited to play first. And now, let's discuss the other Capcom announcement, which is the teaser trailer for Street Fighter 6. And honestly, outside of Ryu's new Jesus sandals, the quality and details in this trailer is absolutely insane. And though I know that this won't be the in-game model quality, given that the game will supposedly be running on Resident Evil's engine, the in-game models will definitely be leagues ahead of Street Fighter V, and pretty close to this level, at least that's what I'm hoping. That aside, I also am kind of surprised, honestly, that all of the speculation of Luke ending up as the main character of Street Fighter 6 is seemingly coming to fruition despite the amount of backlash and insane amount of hate that I personally have seen for Luke. Capcom's decision to potentially keep him as the leader for the next generation is a bold one to say the least. And despite that I'm not the biggest fan of him as a character, character, I am pleasantly surprised that he is redesigned quite a bit. But outside of my thoughts on the both of these two characters, I don't really have much else. But Capcom has also confirmed that we will be getting more details for Street Fighter 6 in the summer, so I will definitely be making a video with all of my speculation when we get those details. So for now, let me know your thoughts on both the fighting game collection and the teaser for Street Fighter 6. Let me know what you think of Luke, and also let me know if you think that Luke will be taking the torch from Ryu for the future games of this franchise. I'd love to see what you think, and with that being said, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.